Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Jensen with Sutton Ridge Farm.
I'm Meghan Rittmaster with Foundational Journey.
Welcome. We're coming to you live from Sutton Ridge Farm with our November video. We're getting near the end of the year.
That's crazy.
So we're just coming off from the elections.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And a lot of stuff.
Yep.
This country's gone through a lot in the last few years, and
yep, you can definitely feel it.
Yeah, we're feeling it. So kind of ties in, I guess, maybe a little with what we're talking about today about one of the, we've been talking about getting to the core in 2024, and today we're talking about being an influencer.
Yep. Yeah.
And caring for people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we hear influencer a lot, and we're definitely not talking about, the social media kind where we're trying to sell a product or, sell something. We know influencer in that way, but it's, like you mentioned, just that influencer in life.
Yeah, and really how we each have the ability to set the tone for a room.
Yep.
Someone told me, this is way early back in many years ago, I was a part of some different groups and everything, and I remember a guy saying, and this isn't a new thing either, you probably heard it before too, but be a thermostat and not a thermometer. So a thermostat is where you set the temperature, and a thermometer just records the degrees, of the room and everything. And so that's always stuck with me. I'm like, we each have the ability to set the tone.
Yep.
And influence people that way. And sometimes it's diffusing. You can diffuse a situation with a kind word.
Yep. Totally. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's all about the intention behind
Mm-hmm.
it. A lot of times we influence people and we don't even know that we're doing it. We're just, living in our daily lives, just, doing our things. And I just think of, like, even with kids, my kids, like, I'm just, I'm living the day to day, interacting with them, trying to get from one place to the next, but like instill values in them. Mm-hmm. And it's just like they're little sponges, and like, that's just one example of, that's a big one, but influencing and like, what am I showing them? What example am I showing them? But I do that, we do that in every interaction we have with someone, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think too, we've been talking here for a little while, and finding we all base our decisions off from some sort of values or faith that we have, and who we are. And it's not that we're with a certain political party, but like, how do you identify, and as a Christian, I identify, my identity is in Jesus Christ, and following, his ways and everything, and reading my Bible and stuff too. And so, I guess we're talking too about like the why. Why do you want to influence? What's the ultimate goal?
Yep.
Who's it for? Kind of like you were saying earlier, what are you going to take with you when you leave this world? How do you want to be remembered?
Yeah.
So
definitely. Yeah. And I feel like, it can be really challenging at
mm-hmm.
times too. Like, mm-hmm. It's not necessarily, like, it's so weird because it's simple, yet also can be very challenging and, maybe harder times, depending on who you're with.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, it's like getting to the foundation. And I know you mentioned like the fundamentals.
Yeah, fundamentals. Well, and you had, I appreciate the what you put together too, with just the ways of influencing, like you said, can be simple but challenging, and we're looking at the fundamentals. So just some practical things. And again, this isn't anything that you haven't heard before, but we're just here, I don't know, kind of reminding, and as we're kind of entering into Thanksgiving here coming up in a few weeks. So many things to be thinking about and to be thankful for. And if you're getting together with family and friends or whatnot, but particularly family, sometimes there can be differing views on things. And, you know, there's opportunity to break down some of those walls, I guess, maybe if there's been tension. Maybe there's tension because of the election outcome, but challenging each of us to respond differently. You know, things are going to happen in our lives that we can't control, but it's how we respond to them that matters. But finding common ground with others, no matter how opposing things may seem. And we talked a lot about just love covers all. And that doesn't mean that you necessarily agree or like what someone else is doing. We were talking about our kids and stuff earlier, or, you know, Meghan loves her little girl, but when her little girl, who's, how old is she?
She is 4.
Who is 4, has discovered that just by pushing a whole bunch of buttons on the phone, you can order things from Amazon. You can push enough buttons, you can order certain shows, you know, and everything.
She really wanted that SpongeBob.
So Meghan doesn't like what she did, but she still loves her.
Yes.
So.
It was a learning experience for all.
Oh, and thankfully everyone at Amazon reversed the charges, understanding what took place.
Yes, I don't think it's uncommon. I think it happens a little more frequently than we realize.
Oh, if customer service could talk, that would be pretty funny.
Yes. I agree.
Some other things you had mentioned too, with ways of influencing.
Yeah, having, you know, care and concern for those around you. Again, you might not agree on things, but that whole loving aspect of like the intention behind it, like approaching someone with just a loving, kind heart and like genuine concern, it goes a long way. And doing good in the world in any way that you can. You know, in the morning when I wake up, I really do try to set an intention for the day of, you know, what can I do today? Or if I'm out in public, what can I do to display, you know, my love for others, or to just do good. It's just, I try to implement that into my day, just because I do want to make a change. And, you know, it might not be like financially that I'm making a change for someone, but to be able, like, even that small smile.
The smile and saying hello.
Yep.
I think a lot of people feel like no one cares or invisible, and just saying hi to someone, how you doing, the smile, can mean a lot.
Totally.
So we're talking too about love, and love covers all things. States that in the Bible as well, but another foundational golden rule, I guess, love your neighbor as yourself.
And, you know, be, again, that, and I'm gonna keep like bringing it up, but the intention of our words, you know, being kind in our words and like showing positive behaviors. It's really easy to get caught into our emotions. And like, we're human, we have emotions, and it happens to everyone, but getting like caught in them, sometimes we can say things that really cut. And many times, you know, you back away from the situation and you're like, I did not mean to, you know, come across that way. I did not mean to say that I was coming from a place where I was angry. Maybe, you know, you have a bad day, or you stub your toe and someone tries to like get your attention right away after. Usually you're not like super friendly if you're in pain. But like, you know, just like really recognizing the words that you are using, and that kind of goes into also acknowledging mistakes.
I mean, none of us are perfect, and be forgiving and giving the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, totally.
It's easy to take the path of going south, going negative. Those words come pretty easily. But being careful about what we say, and intentional and purposeful, and using our words to build each other up.
everyone needs that.
Yeah.
And everyone deserves that.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, again, I feel like that encompasses that embodying, you know, love, and being loving, and also, you know, don't be afraid to show your faith.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Put it out there. It's what makes you you, and it helps you with your path and your journey.
Yeah, and that can be inspiring for someone else as well.
Yes, totally.
So it's good to pray for others and let them know that you are. Power of prayer is very, very powerful.
Yeah.
So we serve a loving God. He loves us. He loves you, and wants to bring you into the fold. So be that influencer for him. Be that influence to someone else. But yeah, so we just wish you a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And enjoy the time with family, and use it as an opportunity to cast out love on people.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes. Have a good one.
Yeah. Bye-bye.